Hello, Internet! James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing Political Simulation Democracy 3. You can choose between 6 different countries, United Kingdom, France, Germany, United States, Canada, and Australia. I'm going to pick France. You can also mod a lot of things in the game. Very supportive of that type of thing. And then you can pick your political party and the opposing party. The opposing party basically is just all the policies you don't have. So it's either, people who are for you or against you. You can adjust your term length and term limit, and then all these other sliders here to change how the game plays. Your goal is to get reelected, and you do that by basically making everybody like you. What you can see here is the basic user interface. It's very icon heavy. The blue things are statistics, such as this one right here with the camera is tourism. And there's these little arrows that show what determines what the tourism is. You can see here it's brought up by the green arrows flowing into it, foreign relations and art subsidies. And it's brought down by border controls, violent crime, and sales tax. And then it helps to improve the GDP. You can also see the same thing with any of the voter groups. You can see the things that they like and the things that they don't like. And also the little background shows you what percentage of your population they represent. You can also see that on this display here. You can see that 92% of my country is socialist and 64% is liberal. So I would want to have policies that kind of appeal to those people. But the people that don't like me, that make up the most of the population, are middle income people. And if you click on them, you can see why. It's because of the income tax and the property tax, and a little bit because of the inheritance tax. And then you can click on that, and it'll let you adjust those policies. And you can see how it affects everything else in the game as well. So there's a whole bunch of information here, and honestly, it's pretty well represented. It is difficult to find a specific thing, because you're going to have to figure out what icon it is. Like if I wanted to find income tax, where would that be? It's probably down here. There you go. But it's displaying the relationships between the different things in the game is pretty well done. If you right-click on an area, you can actually enact new policies, such as wiretapping. Not surprisingly, a 0% popularity with the voters there. And then you can also see these displays along the top. The security briefing lists all of the factions that want to kill you. The ones with the guns next to them will actually resort to violence if you make them angry enough. This is the one that I showed before, where it has people broken down in different areas. You can have a focus group where you can actually select different people, see what groups they're in, and why they have the approval of you that they do. You can see the popularity or unpopularity of your policies. For example, nobody likes sales tax. And then you can see all the changes that have happened during the time that you've taken office. This is the adding the policy ideas, and then you can compare yourself against other games. So right here, I'm liked by the socialists, which is good. The liberals are somewhat happy with me. Middle income and the trade unionists are not. So we'll see what the trade unionists want. They are unhappy with unemployment. So I think what I'll probably do is try to fix unemployment. So the biggest cause of unemployment is the unemployment benefit. And also my GDP is really influencing it, which means it must be low. So I'm going to actually dial down the unemployment benefit a little bit. Every time you take an action, it requires this political capital. And I'll show you how political capital is generated shortly. So this will cause unemployment to go down, so I'll apply the changes. Your political capital is made by the people that are in your cabinet. The amount of capital is determined by how loyal they are for you. Basically, if you do stuff that's good for their area, they'll become more loyal and generate more capital, so you can change more laws more often. So my GDP is kind of hurting a little bit. You can see it's being brought down by CO2 emissions, interestingly, and pollution controls. Which kind of makes sense. Traffic congestion is a source of it too. And that's caused by a lack of road building. So I could raise this, although I don't have the capital for it right now. So I could raise road building a little bit. And I think I might do that next turn. Right now I have a surplus budget of about $8 billion, which is nice. So we'll see how much money I have left over after I resolve the term here. Yay! Got a little achievement there. So 94% approval rate. So looking pretty good so far. So speaking of the roads, let's see where the roads were. Toll roads. Where was it? Here we go. Road building. So I want to actually expand this a little bit. Actually, let me revert because I want to see how much money I have. A surplus of $15 billion. So we'll do that. Right there. There we go. And I have some extra money left over, so I could probably lower taxes a little bit, which would make the middle income people like me a little bit more. So let's just do it a little bit here. There we go. Alright, and then we'll see what happens. Every once in a while I get these decisions. There's also events that can occur. So this one, I'm going to limit debt protection for no apparent reason. So I can appoint a UN ambassador. So liberals and socialists, of course. So you're never, you know, the underlying theme here is you're never going to make everybody happy, but what you want to do is make the most people happy. So that's kind of the overriding goal here. Some of the policy changes you make take... Oh, awesome. That's good. Some of the policy changes you make take a couple of turns. Each turn is 3 months to enact, but they do have an effect. And like I said, with the interface, it's pretty easy to see what, you know, affects the certain things that you're trying to fix. You can see here the environment or pollution is very bad. So I might actually try to fix that. So air travel, car usage. Let's try to do some more environmental stuff here. Let's see. Nothing really new in public services. So let's see here. What influences the environment? Car usage, air travel, and the GDP. Got pollution controls though. It will negatively affect my GDP, but they actually don't want me to control the pollution. I'm going to hold tight here a little bit then. Speed limits, raise them. Yeah, 35. I have tons of money left over. I can actually lower taxes a little bit more. Here's your little tax pie graph. This is what it's spent on. I actually spend the most money on pensions, which is interesting. I could probably raise it for schools a little bit. How much do I have? 35 billion. Alright, let's raise it for schools a little bit. Student laptops. Yeah. And we can actually raise this a little bit. Yeah, that's good. And then this shows all your income. Get by far most of my income through income tax. So I can actually bring this down just a little bit. 50% income tax is kind of high. Alright. So we'll see how this totally screws up my country. Credit rating upgraded. Awesome. Make people still like me. And I still have a $30 billion surplus a month. If only it was this easy. Oh, market meltdown. So you can see these little random events that occur. So capitalists don't like me too much because I have all these laws, basically. They like the toll roads, though. The speed at which the arrows move tells you how important those functions are in determining the value of them, so that's pretty handy. My popularity is so high that I don't really need to do anything right now, so I'm just going to resolve some turns and see what happens. And my GDP really needs to be fixed. This thing went down a lot. My productivity is low. And my economy is low, so that's probably what I need to do. Well, productivity. So wages I could bring up, technology I could definitely bring up. So let's see, wages. And the labor laws. There you go. Pro-union. So this is like hardly any cost there. And then what was the other thing I wanted to do? Technology, that's right. Science funding. Yeah, let's max that crap. Science! Particle accelerators, baby. Alright, let's see how that destroys everything. Keep ban in place. 98% approval rating. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Now I'm pulling a deficit. Alright, so I'm going to have to cut back on this funding a little bit. Where's my science funding? So now I'm over 7. Let's do that. Yeah, my income dipped down a whole bunch a couple turns ago. Corporate manslaughter. Yeah. Why not? Oh, got my surplus back. Oh, that's good. Yeah, my income just jumped up. My expenditures went down a little bit. Partially because the global economy crashed, so that made my income crash. That really has a really big influence, the global economy, on the effectiveness of your country. It's almost like stuff out of your control, which I guess is what it kind of is in real life. Let's see, what's this? These red things are bad events of organized crime. So, might want to improve intelligence services. 3 billion. Okay. There we go. Use some of my surplus to bump up my police force here. Huh. Oh, crap. Lack of business-friendly policies. This is not going to be good. So the corporate tax and the labor laws. Oh, that's why. Because I maxed it out. Well, let's bring down the corporate tax then. There you go, 16. Click to return to government. I'm sure that's how it works in real life. Now I'm pulling a huge deficit. It's interesting how much it fluctuates. Let's extradite him. So I'm 97% of the vote. So why did my economy crash again? Oh, another. My relative GDP just dove because of this thing, the corporate exodus. So basically, that's going to kill me. So the labor laws are what? So I gotta put this down. All right. Oh shush. Oh shush. Now people are starting to hate me. Crime and violent crime. The cameras and the tasers. Police force. Let's bring them up a little bit. Election time. Yeah, kicked your butt. Look at that. Boom. But I'm probably going to lose out here. Considering my deficit is just going to kill my everything. Oh, Lord. Alright, so how much am I under? $34 billion. Let's just eliminate the health service. That'll do it. Alright, we're gonna have to raise some taxes here. Alright, we'll just try to get, what did I say, 34? Get like an extra 5 from each of these. Possible. Sales tax, property tax. Sorry, kids, we need some money. Yep. Let's see, does anybody hate me yet? The Blattenberg, or the Battenberg group does. Well, now I'm down to 26 billion. Yay! Good job, science. 24 billion. Yeah, it went up a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of my expenditures here. The that corporate exodus is really killing me. So I gotta figure out how to curb that. I think we gotta take our pensions down. We're still setting 24 on over. Alright, it's 24. So say like 10. Maybe not that much. Alright, State Health Service. State housing too. Oh, yeah, that's right. I ran out of capital. Alright, well that's enough for that quarter. Mm-hmm. Down to 13 billion. So let's go down like that much. Alright, well at least we cut it a little bit, huh? Yeah, we'll do Freedom of Information Act, why not? Oh, now we're down to 8, so that's better. Really need to get rid of that stupid thing. It's a vicious cycle, makes the GDP go down, which makes the exodus bigger. So that's awesome. Alright. Let's just do that. What's the other thing that you don't like? The corporation tax? Yeah, that's gonna make a lot less money. I'm gonna have to fix my money next time. Back to 28. Alright, I need more. Yeah, let's do another tax. Is there any tax that you would like? What's cost? Basically, no. Oh, luxury goods. Sure. We hate rich people. No. I don't think I'm gonna ban that. What now? Tax evasion because my taxes are so high. Awesome. So now I'm gonna get even less money. And now brain drain, which is gonna kill everything else. Yep, I'm screwed, basically. Even though I'm very popular, I'm killing my economy. Just like real life. Oh, we'll just Go see what happens next. Oil pipeline attacks. Yeah, I bet. 17 billion. Kind of hoping when we get out of this recession. Oh, good. Corporate exodus is done. Well, that took care of that. So, we'll see. Yeah, I know. I'm excited about government spending too. Alright. Now I'm down to 14 billion, so that's something. Euthanasia. Yeah, we'll do that. Click to return to government. Homelessness. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. Oh, good lord. Well, I guess it's unemployment, isn't it? Well, there's very few things that affect unemployment. The GDP. Yeah, let's take the unemployed benefit down some more. Yeah, we'll sign the treaty. Let's ban those nukes. Still doing pretty good with the voters, though. Oh, black market. Awesome. Yes, I am an excellent leader. The wealthy, middle income, and middle income both hate me, which is hilarious. But the socialists love me. Yeah, they love the taxes. No. No thanks. Ooh, hey, good job, smart person. Let's see, it's political parties. That's not what I want. What do I want? Yeah, that's just the year report. It's one of the things that shows like what you did since you got in the country, and I don't remember which icon that is. It's one of them up there. Oh well. I remember seeing it. These little tooltips, I guess. Yeah, I already allowed genetically modified food, buddy. Anybody threatening me? Just these guys. Only 32. Alright, black market. Oh, because of the income tax. Yeah, well, tough. I got a government to run. Election results. Hey, I'm awesome. Yeah, so the capitalists don't like me at all. Everyone else does, which is kind of amazing. Considering I'm driving the country slowly away with my huge deficit. Yeah, I think the debt interest is starting to grow a little bit. It's taking 10% of my income away. Income tax is so high, 50%. It's crazy. Let's get rid of landmines. Hey! My GDP is doing really terrible. Totally influencing unemployment. Immigration. Let's see if there's something else I can do on there. Import tariffs. I don't want anything to cost money. 6%. Is there anything else that you guys would like? Rent controls. That's gonna cost stuff. I need income. Recycling? Actually, I kind of like an airline tax, wouldn't I? I don't think. Do I have enough capital for that? I guess I do. There you go. Get some money. No. And driving my country deeper, deeper in debt. But the people still like me for some odd reason. The socialists, they love me. All those green things. They mostly love me because of my luxury good taxes. Because I'm taxing the crap out of rich people. It's hilarious. Yeah, basically the capitalists, middle income, and the wealthy all hate me, but everyone else loves me. So they can suck it, basically. Yeah. 100%. I love you, El Presidente. Yeah, we'll regulate it. And that's gonna not really make everybody happy if I'm regulating it. Oh, good, debt crisis. Now I'm really screwed. So, yeah, I would say so, considering it's exponentially growing. Yeah, that's gonna screw up everything, because that's gonna make it so I have even less money. So this is basically where I'm going to get kicked out of office, because my debt is just going crazy. So that's too bad. Yeah, 69% now. That's going to drive down my polls. Boom, look at that. There's like, oh wait, you don't have any money, do you? No, I really don't. Alright. Well, there you go. That's a look at it. I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm going to lose here in a little bit, so as the deficit gets larger and larger, then I'm just going to lose all the votes when they realize that I don't have any money in my in the country. So, you know, I played Democracy 2 way long time ago when it was available, when it came out, and this is obviously similar, but it's an interesting game. If you like political simulations, it's fairly intuitive, although when you first load it up, it's crazy. Looks initially really crazy complicated. But the icon display, when you mouse over stuff, it really shows the relationships between all the variables in the nation. And I think it does a really great job visualizing all of it. You know, this doesn't have the same showiness as like a globe map, but this is certainly more accessible once you kind of learn how the interface works. I really like the display here where it shows what percentage of each of your country's population falls into each group, and then why they, you know, you can click through and see why they like you and why they don't like you because of the debt crisis for me. You know, you have a whole bunch of things to pay attention to, so there's lots of different routes you can go. You know, you could go for improving the country or try to do some sort of really crappy country and see how long you can hold on to it. You know, there's a lot of different policies and laws you can enact that'll influence all the different groups that live in your country. So I think if you're into the political simulation, I think Democracy 3 is pretty well done. And I think the fans of that particular type of game will find some enjoyment in this. And also, you know, there's the ability to mod things so you can add things in if there's you know, certain concepts and laws that you think are missing from the overall package. So there you go. And that's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.